back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my June budget setup. I'm going to combine setting up my monthly view, so this is where I track all of my bills and expenses, with setting up my actual budget pages, just so it's all here in one video. So if you have any questions about how I set up my budget or how you can set up your budget, make sure you leave them down below. But let's get started on setting up our monthly view. So I love to use stickers in my monthly view, and recently I have been using the stickers from the Plum Planner. So let's zoom you in so you can see. So it's this gorgeous beach vibe for June. It is actually, it's boiling here in Scotland, well, for us anyway. It is about 24 degrees today, so if you can hear dogs barking or cars, I'm really sorry, but I'm burning up inside this house. If you're not from the UK, you may not know, but we do not have air conditioning in Scotland. We only have heating because it's usually very cold. So when it's warm, we just have to open the windows and hope for the best. But I'm going to start by setting down everything for my monthly view. So I have to put the little strips up top. I love the artwork for this one. I think it is so pretty. We'll pop that up here. Oh, already feeling the summer vibes already. And I decided last time when I got my nails done, to get into the summer mood and get all these different shades of blue, which I love as well. Does anyone else just, when they get their nails done, just instantly think of summer? Also going to pop this little piece of artwork down the bottom to cover up the days that are not in the month. So like that, sorry you couldn't even see. And then I'm not sure where I want to put this one. Do I want to put it up here? Or, yeah, let's put it over here. So we'll put it here on the 30th, just to add a little something to that box. Perfect. Next, let's pop down the sidebar. This is where you've got your little to-do and then your notes section. So recently I have been using this section to write down how many no spend days I have in the month, and if I have to remind myself to purchase anything at all, I like to use that section there. So I'm actually going to grab one of my no spend stickers and put it right here on notes, so I can write down how many no spend days I had in that month. Perfect. Next, what I'm going to do is pop down all of the date dots. I'm going to speed it up and I'll be right back once I've done all that. So let's go.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors.
Okay, perfect. That's all of our date dots down. So next, let's put down our paydays. So Thomas gets paid every single Friday, and I think I'm going to use a little flag to mark each day. So if I can show you, let's start with blue. So I'm going to put a little flag on each day, and then my payday stickers from Bella Planella, just like that. Perfect. So yes, Thomas gets paid weekly, but I get paid monthly. So of course the way that I set up my budget may not work for you. If you get paid bi-weekly or weekly like Thomas, or just monthly, you're going to have to work out your budget for your family, and it does take some time. If you're brand new to this channel, you don't know, but me and my fiance recently moved into a brand new house in March, and even still I am still not ready for all of the bills. I'm still trying to get my head around things and make sure that everything gets paid on time. As well as that, we have just booked our wedding for 2023. So our finances are a bit all over the shop right now. But those are all of Thomas's paydays in, so he gets 4 paydays, and then I get paid on the last Thursday of every month, so that will be the 24th. Oh, actually just the day before school's end break up for the summer here in Scotland, so that's even better. Okay, so zoom you out more so you can see. So that is our monthly view all set up. I love how summary it is. The last thing to do is to put down our bills, so I actually have them all pre-done here. I like to add a little bit of foil, so I've got my little bill juice sticker from Planella and the foil. So let's have a look at what comes out when. So on the first we will have Spotify and our mortgage. Now if you are on my YouTube due to TikTok, I actually had a video get really good views, like over 200,000 views. So if you hear from that, I got roasted on a video because I spelled mortgage without a T, and if you don't know, I'm a primary teacher, but I'm just not the best speller, and I had no clue that mortgage had a T, so I have corrected it, and from now on mortgage will be spelled with a T. But some people got really high to a dozen over myself not having the T put in, but I have put it in there for you, so any of you spell checkers out there, you'll be happy to know that it is there and you don't have to worry. Next, on the third, we have my car payment and Audible. As you know, last month I switched it so that our car payment was coming out at the beginning of the month, as previously it was at the end, and it seemed to work out a lot better for us last month, so that is why that is there. Next we have Sky. Our Sky bill is due on the 5th, and it will be less this month. I'm actually just going to go all the ones I can see here on May. So one side, so the 17th is our gas and electric, and also our boiler. So we pay, sorry. I'm always used to saying I because I know I'm filming this, but we pay money every single month so that at the end of the year we can get our boiler serviced and it's not as big of a payment. So that is on the 17th as well. We also have our sofa payment out on the 26th. So we do pay up our sofa interest free. So we still have about a year and a half left on that, and probably what we'll do is once we pay it off, we will either sell our sofa or get rid of it and get a new one. It's kind of how things work, isn't it? You just pay it off and then get new things. And then we also have our car insurance due that day. Next we have our phone bills, which always come out on the 8th. And then we also have our payment for our bed. So our bed is in my debt snowball. There has been a little tweak this month, but I'll explain that in that video. It should be coming out next week, I think. So I'll explain more there, but we can pay up our bed, but we also pay a direct debit every single month for it. So that comes out on the 8th as well. Our internet comes out on the 14th. And then we have our home insurance and TV licence on the 15th. If you're not from the UK, TV licence is we have to pay in April to watch certain channels, or just I think to watch your TV in general. I'm not 100% sure. Lots of people say some people don't pay it, and that's fine for them, but I am such a nervy that I would just like to get it all taken care of at once. And then the last two we have is our subscriptions. So my teacher subscription, music for YouTube, and what's the other one? Oh, I can't remember, but we have another subscription as well. And then we do have Prime, which is on the 28th. So I've actually just realised that a lot of our bills are coming out on Tuesday this month, but we have 5 bills the first week, 2 the second, 5 the third, and then we have 4 the last. So I try to spread it out quite evenly, so I think I'm getting better at that. But that is our monthly all set up. We have our paydays and our bills, and this is where I will add in all of our expenses as we buy things. I'm also going to add in my little key clip here. So as you can see, these are the expenses or the categories that I track. So it's food, household, petrol, unbudgeted, eating out, and debt. So we'll clip that there, and that's me all ready for my weekly check-in. So now moving over to our budget. So I have my budget kit here. So I have pattern washi, plain washi, I have my budget script, and then I have these gorgeous washes here. I think I'm going to use this one for our June budget. So let's get started. So as always, I'm going to put washi up the top, and let's try and line it up. Oh, I love these colours. This is actually last year's kit. Planella didn't come out with a new May or June kit. I'm not sure if she's coming out with a new one for July, but I loved last year's kits just as much. I don't need new artwork for that, so definitely happy with the colour scheme. I think it's very summery and fitting, and I'm usually not the biggest fan of this kind of coral orange, but on a sticker it just seems to work. So, and then we have our incomes title, and we have 3 sets of income, yep, because we have Thomas, we have myself's income, and then we do have a mini rollover. So it's not a lot, but we do have a mini rollover that I like to put in. So a rollover is money that has came from last month. Let's get a ruler so that we can put in our lines. Perfect, so as I said, I've got 3 sets of income. I have my fiance's income, myself's, and a little mini rollover. Perfect, so let me have a wee look. I have actually written this down just so I can look at my little book. So I've already been paid, so I'm going to put my estimate and the actual as the same. So I actually got more than what I was expecting this month. Usually I get about 1,850, but this time I got 1,922. I am going to estimate Thomas for 1,152. I think that's about 280 or 288 a week. Let me check. 280 times 4. No, 288 times 4. Yeah, so 288, because that is what he averaged weekly last month, because his pay went up. So last month Thomas brought home 1,146, so I'm overestimating a bit, but that is fine. And then our rollover is just £20. So let's have a look at what our estimated total will be. So it's 1,152, add 1,922, add £20. So that is 3094. So £3,094. Perfect. Next, let's put some washi down and let's use a little bit of pattern. Let's bring in these gorgeous circles. Perfect. And then next we will put down our variable and fixed expenses sheet. I like to separate my variable and fixed expenses. I find it a whole lot easier to plan that way. So a fixed expense is something that does not change from month to month. It remains the same amount, and a variable expense can vary depending on the month. So that is my variable and fixed expenses sheet, and then I'll put down my total. So variable expenses, I have 3, 6, 7. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. That I will have 8. I've just forgotten unbudgeted. Perfect, so got that down. And then for my fixed expenses, I have 3, 6, 9, 12. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So I will put it here. And I will quickly add in my lines before we get started with writing everything down. So variable, you budget for it, so I'll have a budgeted amount, an actual, and then a plus or minus, whereas your fixed expenses you just get a total because the total will remain the same, so you won't have to budget for it. Hope that makes sense. Perfect, so those are my lines there. This line is so wonky, wow. Good one, Caitlin. So let's start with variable expenses. So first off, we will have petrol. So petrol for our car, and I'm upping it from 100 last month to 120 this month. Petrol prices have been rising, and just want to make sure that we have enough. Food, let's check how many Sundays we have. We have 4, and I budget £70 per week, so that leaves 280 for the month. Next we have eating out. So eating out is going to get less than last month because last month was my birthday. So I'm only going to give it 130. And next we have household, which is going to get 100 as always. So that's just for buying anything for the house. Then we have events. And I have down here an amount, but I think I want to up it because I actually forgot about Father's Day. So I've got my friend's little boy's first birthday, got my papa's birthday, and I have Father's Day. So let's have a think. I'm trying to think about what a good amount will be for all three. I had down here 60, but as I said, I completely forgot about, excuse me, wee hiccup, Father's Day. So let's go for 80. I think that should be enough. I'm not sure if I'm actually halving Father's Day with my sister. So next we have sinking funds. And this has actually been upped to 1,000. Next we have a hot tub. So if you've watched my latest debt snowball video, you know that we are paying off our hot tub to my dad. So I'm going to put it in debt, but I also wanted to remind myself of it in my budget outline, so I put it here just in case I forget. Next we will have unbudgeted. And that will get 0. So let's add up all of our variable amounts. So we have 120 to 80, 130, 100, 80, 1050. So it's 1760. So 1760. Perfect. Next, let's move over to our fixed expenses. I'm going to zoom you out a little bit. I'm going to quickly write down all of our fixed expenses and then I'll be back to let you know how much each amount is. Perfect, so that is all of our fixed expenses. So now let's move on to their amounts. So mortgage is £439.13. Council tax is 160. Phones are 120. Subscriptions are 28. Car payment is £200.74. Car insurance is 58.36. Internet and Sky together is 64.50. We did have a big Sky payment last month, but this should be us fine now. Gas and electric is 61. Our boiler payment per month is £7.99. Bed and sofa is £92.50. Our home insurance is 28. And TV licence in Amazon Prime is £34.50. So in total, that makes £1,294.72. So last thing for me to do is to pop down our little savings at the bottom. So I'm actually going to pop this here, and unlike usual, I can actually get a little piece of washi at the bottom. So I'm just going to use a little plain piece just to break up and finish the spread off. So to find your potential savings, you will take your estimated income, so 3,094, minus your variable, minus your fixed. So our estimated savings is £39.28, so that is how much we have as a buffer. Perfect, so that is our budget all set up, and that is the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and comment down below how your June budget is looking, if you've started it or if you've still to do it. And as always, I'll see you in my next video. Have a magical day, guys. Bye.